Hello, happy Friday, patrons! So excited to be going live with you today. The very last live of January 2025. I hope everybody has had a really good week. I'm still bundled up over here. Still bundled up. It's super cold. But yeah, that's usually how I start off my lives, right? Talking about the weather. I usually like to just ramble a little bit, waiting for people to join in if anybody likes to join in the live. Yeah, brioche cuffs for extra warmth. I highly recommend. So yeah, I hope everybody can hear me and see me okay. I'm just gonna double check. Okay. I'm just gonna double check. I always have to make sure that you can hear me okay because of this one time that my audio wasn't working. But yes, how's everybody doing? I have my list going here so that I can make sure that I remember what I'm chatting about. But I got sidetracked. Yeah, so my kids finally went back to school this week. On Wednesday, they had a late start. We had really, well, it wasn't that big, but it was a freeze. Again, with the YouTube not receiving enough video strength. I wonder if my settings are just not good. Is anybody there? I'm going to see if I can see myself okay. Again. Okay, I can see myself just fine. So let me know if you are having any issues with seeing the stream. I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to keep talking. Oh, hi, Sarah. Good afternoon. Welcome in. Can you see me okay? I don't know what's going on with the video again. Oh, hi, Lexi. Okay, good. Thank you. You were driving. Were you driving home from work? Okay, I'm glad you can see me. I don't know what is going on. Okay, good. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the video. I wonder if OBS, like the OBS settings are just not very good. I might need to look into that. Anyways, how are y'all doing? At least I'm still live. Thanks for letting me know. That's awesome. So yeah, we had a big freeze and a little bit of snow. It was more like ice. Like they were like little ice balls. So of course school was canceled. Because, I just laugh because I grew up in Michigan where, dipping below freezing and snow is obviously not a very big deal. But it is down here because, they have no capabilities of taking care of it. You know what I mean? So everything shuts down. And I also think about a lot of kids that don't have coats. Honestly, the children here, like when you go to the store when winter hits, there's no coats for sale. Like if you go to like Target, like Burlington, that used to be Burlington Coat Factory. There's no coats. It's just so funny to me. You know, like I see kids walking around with blankets wrapped around themselves. It's just such a different, you know, I mean, I get it. I really get it, because why buy a coat? Because coats are not cheap. Why buy a coat when you're going to wear it maybe one day a year? This year has been different, though. It has been a very cold winter. I think everywhere, right? Did anybody else get snow? Just curious. Yeah, my video quality does not look that great. I need to look at my video settings, I think. But I'm not going to mess with it right now. I'm just going to keep talking. So, yes, you might notice what's finished behind me. I will talk about that in a little bit. Oh, it's been really cold up there too, Sarah. Oh, I'm so sorry. Ugh, a bad sinus infection is no fun. Ugh. But no snow or anything. Yeah, I've been wondering about East Texas. Because I know North Texas did get some, right? Yeah. So yes, I did finish this. Thanks to Lexi last week. I'm going to go into that in more detail here in a little bit. I ripped out the bind offs for the hem and the cuffs, and changed it. So I'm really happy with it. Anyway, I said I was going to talk about it later, and then I just started talking about it. But first, before I get into anything else, I just want to remind 3-Color Brioche patrons, tonight is the craft night. So hopefully you can make it. It's going to be at 7 p.m. Central Time. I know that's like your bedtime, Lexi. I know that's really late for people who are not in the U.S. and Canada and anywhere else in this time zone area. And this will be my last live stream of January, because next week I will be flying up to Kansas City for a retreat. It's called the Artistic Expressions Retreat, and I'm really excited. I love retreat. It's going to be a super quick weekend, though. Super quick trip. I fly out Friday morning and then get home Sunday evening. So it's going to be real quick, but hopefully it'll be fun. It'll be a fun-filled weekend of, lots of brioche knitting and hanging out with other crafters. I love that. So if you're in the area and want to go, I think there might be still some room to sign up. Yeah. So what else is new? I just joined Blue Sky. If you're not familiar with Blue Sky, it's a brand new kind of social media app. They're very translucent about their business practices, which is really cool. I know a lot of people who use Instagram and X or Twitter or whatever are moving over to that. So I am going to be staying on all the social media that I currently use already. I'm not going to be stopping. I know there's a lot of people who are stopping using like Meta and X and all those things. Hi, Scrap There Knits. Hi, Charity. Oh, yeah. Someone in your local Free Cycle group. I love Free Cycle. Asked for coats for a family that was visiting from Florida. Yes, exactly. It's probably the same thing in Florida, honestly. Oh my gosh, you got 6 inches. Hi, Renee. Welcome in. No worries. Guess what I was talking about? I was just talking about the weather. Yeah. Oh, you're going out tonight? No worries, Sarah. Yeah. No worries. Got to get out there and do your shopping and, you know, whatever you need to do. That sounds nice. But we'll miss you at the craft night. Yeah, so for those who are just joining in, tonight is the craft night for 3-Color Brioche patrons. I was going to say above, but there's nobody at the top tier, so you love my weather updates. Thank you. Yeah, my kids, we had some snow and ice down here, so the city was going kind of nutso. But the kiddos are finally back in school. Yesterday and today are the first days I have the whole house to myself. Because my husband is also back. His sabbatical is over, so he's back on campus, teaching classes and stuff like that. So I have a house to myself. It's pretty nice, I will admit. I told my husband I get to eat my really weird stuff that I like to eat that I don't ever eat when anybody else is around. Does anybody else do that? Oh, and he was like what? What do you mean? I'm like, well, I can't think of it now. It's just like, you know, if I want that piece of cake in the fridge, I don't feel guilty about it because nobody's watching me eat that piece of cake. Oh. Yes. Oh, I am glad you're feeling better, Sarah. I'm so glad. Okay, I just want to make sure my video was still going. YouTube is so weird. It's probably my streaming software. I probably need to, anyway, I already said that. So, yes, I was also talking about Blue Sky. If you haven't heard of it, it's a new kind of social media app, website that is kind of, I think they're actually working on developing a photo social media as well to replace Instagram, because Blue Sky is kind of more like Twitter, X, or whatever. So I just joined it. So if you're on there, feel free to follow me. I'll follow you back. But I'm not stopping any of my other things. Like, I'm going to keep going on Instagram and Threads, and obviously YouTube, Patreon, my newsletter, all the things. So I don't really use X though. I never really did. I have an account there, but I never really use it. So anyways, I posted about that today. And if you missed the other post, my hushed shawl pattern from my book, which I have right here, is available as an individual pattern on Ravelry. Oh, thanks, Charity. I'll follow you back. But I wanted to say hi. I wanted to say I'm going to update this on the post, but if you are a patron at the 3-Color Brioche tier, and above, obviously, and I've given you my book, right? So most of you who are at that tier have my book now. If you just joined, then I have yet to send you the book, but I will send you on Ravelry or email all of the digital patterns as I release them. So this is only for patrons, okay? So this is only for y'all at the 3-Color Brioche tier, okay? So yes, digital platforms. Woo! I know, I'm finally getting my act together. It's only taken me 3 years. Oh, you got some snowboard pants? Oh, that's so nice. I tried snowboarding once. It was a disaster. Yeah, Free Cycle is so good. Is there like a massive delay? I don't think so. Is there a really big delay? Oh, now it says an excellent connection. Get your act together, YouTube. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so I'll say that again. If you are at the 3-color brioche tier, or brioche, all the things, I don't think there's anybody at brioche, all the things at the moment. Oh, thank you, Sarah. I know. Y'all are like the most patient people on the planet. You really are. You're so supportive and patient. But yes, I'm really bad at remembering. So if you want any of the patterns, what I might do is just make a post about it. Hey, if you're at this tier and you want the digital patterns as I release them, I will compile a list and I'll just send it to you as soon as everything is released. Okay, so that's going to be another little perk. So, yeah, otherwise, I don't know what I was going to say. I totally lost my train of thought because I was distracted by the giant truck next door. And maybe you heard them start their engine. It's very loud. And then they just leave it running in the driveway for a long time. Oh, yeah. Renee, you're definitely at the 3-color brioche tier. Yeah, so for sure. I can send that to you. Yeah, so then as soon as everything is released, like even if because I'm releasing them kind of 1 or 2 at a time, for the month, per month, and then I can just send them to you as I release them. Or if you want, you can wait till they're all released, because once they're all released, I'm going to create a little ebook on Ravelry with all of the patterns, and then I can send them to you that way. So it's totally up to you. Yay! That's awesome. Yeah, I was going to post that with my original post, but then I spaced out. So I just have to update it. So, oh, yay. Thank you, Sarah. I'm always trying to think of new ones. I just got really distracted. I was looking for some yarn. I can't remember where I put it. Oh, it's down there. I just keep every time we're live on here and you're here, Sarah, I think about the brioche cowl. So that is in my what, scope? I don't know what I'm trying to say. So yes, fresh off my needles is my frozen sand. Oh my gosh, it's falling. My frozen sand top. So I don't know if you can see it, but thanks to Lexi last week, suggested that I add a little kind of eyelet lace, really simple kind of lacy hem. So that's what I did. I just using I don't know if you can see it very well, using just the main color. So the blue, this beautiful kind of icy blue. I did it for the sleeves and the bottom hem. And I'm really happy with it. I just sent the pattern to my tech editor, so it's in her hands. I know I did the eyelets. I know. Totally going to give you credit for that, Lexi. Yeah, I was really happy with it. I feel like it added a little knit graffiti flair. Oh, Renee, you're down with whatever is easiest. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. Oh, yeah. It's not more work to make an ebook at all, because what I do is I just create the ebook and then I just upload. So each pattern is in there individually. It's not like an actual ebook where it's all in one PDF. It's more like all of so you pay for it. And then or I would just send it to you, and then all the patterns are there. Oh, there's been a delay with the chat. That's annoying. Oh, it did block out longer. And plus, I think the hem, I added, made it more like 9 inches instead of 8 inches. I have not actually tried it on yet, but I could measure it real quick. Yep, it's actually 9 inches now. But then obviously you could make it longer for yourself too. Yay, thank you. Oh, one of your siblings wanted to go snow tubing. You need snow pants. Snow pants are a must for sure. Oh, but you didn't. Oh yeah, that actually tubing would not be very fun if it was really cold. Oh, Lexi, you're so sweet. I know. It did just feel like it needed a little extra something. Yes, exactly, Renee. Yep. So then, yeah, you can upload them individually on Knit Companion. Or I can just send them to you as I release them. If you're like, oh, I really want to knit that now, then I'll just be like, punk. I really want to make that right now. So, yeah. I don't know what I was going to say. Yeah, I still have to try it on. I tried it on the top before I blocked it. And it fit beautifully. So I figured washing it and blocking it will just make it fit better. So, yeah. And the pattern is in the hand of my tech editor. I just said that. And so I'm going to do a test knitting call next week before I head to Kansas City. So look for that testing call next week. Yes, Sarah, you definitely are a Knit Companion fan too. I know. Didn't you scan the book and make it into a PDF so you could use it on Knit Companion or something? I feel like I have that memory. Sorry, I am so sniffly. So I apologize if I'm sniffling a lot. So yes, I used Moondrake Fuwa Fuwa. If you have never used this yarn before, it is so decadent. That is the word. It's a combination of brushed cashmere and superwash merino. And it's like, I feel like it's more of a lace weight because it's 350 yards per 50 grams, which is a very generous yardage. I mean, most of this top used 2 skeins total. So this is how much I have left over from my second 2 skeins, which is, and I knit the size 3, and even with extra yardage added, even the size 10 only uses 3 skeins per color, so 6 skeins, which is probably going to be less than that. Oh, thank you so much, Charity. Hi, Colette. How are you? Oh, your sister's out of surgery? She's okay? Well, I'm glad you were able to tune in. I'm glad everything is okay. Yeah. Better late than never is what I say. But yeah, I feel like it knits up. I'm going back to the Fuwa Fuwa. I feel like it knits up more like a light fingering weight. Like because of the fluffiness of it. Oh, good. Yes. I'm so glad, Colette. That's very good news. Very good news. Yeah. Same, Sarah. I don't know what I was going to say. But anyway, yeah. So I felt like the yarn kind of lent itself to like a more simple stitch pattern. So the 2-color garter stitch I think was fun, and I used such subtle colors that it almost like created a new color. So yay. So on my needles, I've been working on my assigned pooling shawl with Assigned pooling with both of the colors. This has been so much fun. I haven't gotten too much farther since I feel like the last time I showed you. Of course, using Barker wool for this. And I love that the accent color for the main color is the same as the contrast color, if you'll notice. It's kind of fun. And then I love the accent color of the contrast. It's so pretty. So that's been fun. I've been working on that. And, oh, thanks, Renee. I know that assigned pooling isn't necessarily for everybody, and especially like if you don't love baubles. I mean, these are some serious baubles. Like, look at that. I love it, though. I love baubles. Yeah, they're super fun. But yeah, so I've been working on that little bit because I had to take a break from my Pixie Cardi. Oh, thanks, Sarah. You like baubles too? When I taught my assigned pooling class for the Arlington Hand Knitters Guild, there were a lot of mixed feelings about assigned pooling. I thought it was really interesting, and mixed feelings about baubles. So it was interesting hearing what, everybody's kind of differences of opinion, It was like, well, then why did you take this class if you don't like assigned pooling? But it was like, I think it was a whole workshop weekend. Like, you signed up for the whole weekend. I was like, oh. It's like, you don't have to knit the shawl if you don't want to. But yes, so I got to separating the fronts and the back of my Pixie Cardi, which is my 2-color honeycomb brioche cardigan. So it's really long. It's like 18 inches in the front. It's really long. I love it. I don't know what that is in centimeters. I'm sorry. I wish I could convert 18 inches to centimeters in my head. I can convert some inches to centimeters in my head. Maybe like something 40 something? 40? I don't know. But yes, I'm really excited about this. So I'm about to separate the fronts and the back. Here's the contrast side. Yeah, it's so fun. So yeah, I just did the calculations for separating the fronts and the back. So I just need to work on that. And then I can keep going on this. Don't know if I'll do it today. I'm trying to figure out what my priorities are because I also am putting together a pattern lookbook for my YouTube channel for this shawl. It's something that I really want to do for all of my patterns, and I honestly just forget. Like, I forget that it's something I want to do. Yeah, 2.5 centimeters. Oh, so 45. Thank you, Lexi. Thank you. You like the pixie? Not so much the baubles on the shawl? That's okay, Colette. Baubles are not for everybody, Definitely not for everybody. But yes, I'm so excited about this cardigan. Honestly, I have been wearing my Cito Cardi. So this is a 2-color honeycomb version of my Cito Cardi. I'm not wearing it today, but I have been wearing that nonstop. It is my favorite sweater. And there's another one that I keep forgetting about that's actually in storage right now is my La Brioche cardigan. And I might, if it's going to continue to be cold, I might have to get it out of storage. It's like literally vacuum sealed in a storage bin right now. Because I never wear it. It's never cold enough. Same with this sweater. This is my Starlight Adventure cardigan, which has kind of an interesting construction. And it has 1-color brioche, like a big shawl collar. But yeah, I hardly ever wear it because it just never gets cold enough. for like DK weight and Aaron weight sweaters. Maybe it'll be cold enough in Kansas City next weekend. So maybe I should pack all of my sweaters, like my Sizzle. Oh, I should pack my Sizzle Pop sweater. I keep forgetting about that one. I think that's packed away in a bin too. I got to get it out. So I do have some yarn to share with you. Oh, I also wanted to talk about the Black Pearl Magic bags. So there are not very many left. I think most of you have already gotten yours if you're at the 3-color brioche tier. But I know there are several who are eligible this month and or have like joined and have paid annually. So I wanted to let you know that I'll be shipping them out in 2 weeks. So I just wanted to let y'all know that if you're waiting for your bags, I'm shipping them out when I get back from Missouri. So yay! And if you're also for the 2-color brioche tier, for the Lavo bag, the mini boxy bag. So I'll just be shipping all those out at the beginning of February. So yay! What else was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, yarn. So I showed these, I think, a couple of weeks ago, but just in case you weren't here, I did get my yarn for my next Star Wars shawl. I'm so excited about it. So this is by Valkyrie Fibers. And if you're not familiar with them, they are like an ultimate Star Wars fan, just like me. So of course I had to collab with her. And my inspiration is Sabine Wren from Star Wars Rebels and Ahsoka, the TV show. So yeah, she's a Mandalorian, and she's just one of my favorite characters. So yeah, here's the yarn for that. I'm going to start swatching. I know those colors are so good. I can't wait to show you. Yes, I know the Star Wars shawl is so good. I'm so glad that you love it. I want to share with you. I'm going to ask her if I can share with you the 2 other color kits that she's going to do. So she did one that goes from green to blue. That, you know, is a gradient from green to blue, and then one from red to orange or orange to red. Oh my gosh. All inspired by Sabine's hair. I know, they're so good, right? So if you watch the show, Sabine's hair is always changing. She's always dyeing her hair like really funky colors. I think that's one of the reasons that she's my favorite. She's an artist. She does graffiti, and yeah, and she's painted all over her Mandalorian armor and, you know, her helmet. It's just really cool. So I'm developing a new stitch pattern that's going to look like her. Let me show you. It's on my iPad. Let me see if hopefully you can see it. Sometimes I feel like showing a screen to a screen is hard to do, but hopefully you can see that. So this is her tag, is the Phoenix. So if you're familiar with Star Wars, there's the Phoenix Squadron, and it's developed from her tag. And that's also how the Rebel symbol was formed, was from the Phoenix Squadron. So I want to create a brioche motif that's, you can kind of see like my sketching over it, trying to figure out where to put the increases and the decreases. So yeah, I'm really trying to work on developing that. And oh, let me see if I can find you the shawl shape. So Lauren from Valkyrie Fibers suggested using this sort of elongated hexagon shape which you can see in most Mandalorian armor. They have this like elongated hexagon right here. So I thought, why not make that the actual shawl shape? So these are the two kind of shawl shapes I'm thinking about. It's the same shape, but I'm thinking about either one, this one's going to have the stitch pattern as like an all over stitch pattern, or this one will be more like the stitch pattern will be within these bigger sections, and then there'll be smaller stripes, and I'll kind of do my kind of the way that I do my brioche blending, where you get to see every color combination. So yeah, let me know what you think. If you have an idea, sometimes brioche stitch patterns lend themselves to just being in a rectangular format. So if I do it this way, there would be a little bit more shaping, but this one is also really interesting. So anyway, I'd love to hear your feedback. I showed them to Lauren from Valkyrie Fibers, and she's like, I like them both. So I'm like, okay. I'll just see what the how the stitch pattern comes out when I'm playing with okay, did my live stream just stop for everybody? I just want to make sure that everybody can still see me. Okay, I can see myself. So that's good. All of a sudden it just said like overloaded. I'm like, okay. All right, I can still see myself, so hopefully everybody can too. I don't know what's going on. Oh, you like the bottom one, Colette? Oh, I'm still here. Okay, thanks, Renee. Yeah, it's like all of a sudden just stopped. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. I'm still on. Okay. Thank you. That's so weird. I don't know what is going on. So yes, thank you for your feedback, Colette, on that. If anybody has any other ideas, let me know. But I think sometimes having, instead of an all over stitch pattern, having some breaks in between, those kinds of patterns, people seem to like those more. So yeah, that should be fun. So I need to fiddle with that and get that developed so I can get that on my needles. And I wanted to share with you a couple of other yarn combos that I have just sort of sitting out in my studio of designs I want to cast on as soon as my needles are free from collaborations. So I've had this yarn from Artemis Yarns that has my dog hair all over it. But I want to make a 2-color, hopefully you can see this. I have 2 skeins of each color, but I'm just going to show you one. Oh, yay. Thank you, Charity, about the Sabine shawl. I know. I'm so excited too. Thank you. Yay. I know. I can't wait to get started. I have to get a couple of things off my needles. Well, really just the Pixie Cardi. I need to get going on that. Oh, yes. Let me find Valkyrie Fibers. Thank you, Renee. Renee's asking for Valkyrie Fibers. So her shop is on Etsy. And she's also on Instagram. So let me put this in the chat. So there's her Etsy shop. Just want to make sure it goes there. Yep. So there's her Etsy shop. She has a lot in the shop right now, actually. She has an Ahsoka shawl kit that's Darth Maul inspired. She has a lot of her Pride series yarn in the shop. And she has Oh, she even has Snips, the self-striping sock yarn I used for my seriously self-striping cowl. So that's fun. Yes. Yeah, she's got some yarn on there. But the best way to follow her would be her Instagram. So if you just look up on Instagram, Valkyrie Fibers, then you can find her account. So yeah, she does a lot of Star Wars stuff. She loves Star Wars. I think if you look at our chat on Instagram, it's all about Star Wars. Oh yeah, the Tahoe piece. Yes. Yeah, because she's in like the Lake Tahoe area. I believe. Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted. Yes, and she's going to have kits once we release this together on May the 4th. She'll have this kit and she'll have two other colorway kits. So if purple's not your thing, then she's going to have blue to green and red to orange. It's going to be so good. And what I might do is I might see if I can swatch with similar colors. So if you wanted to see what the shawl would look like in the other colorways, I might do that too. Okay. Okay, so yes, I wanted to share with you, I have been dreaming about a top pattern inspired by using the same stitch pattern from my Gem Moon shawl, which kind of looks like moons, like half moons, kind of seashells. But I have this yarn from Artemis Yarns, and it just has that like mermaid beachy shell vibe that I'm going for. And so this color is, of course, this is Fairy Tale. And it's just, if you're not familiar with Artemis Yarns, I believe they're in France. And yeah, hand dyed in France. And their use of speckles is just so amazing. I've used their yarn for a couple of designs before. I'm trying to think. And then this one is Musa. It's just the most glorious. I'm doing a lot of pinks and purples right now. Oh yes, Gem Moon. Yes, thank you. I know you tested that one. So yeah, I'm going to do a top pattern using these colors. And I was originally going to use junk yarn for the top, since I used junk yarn for Gem Moon. But Kemper is stopping her dyeing business. So yeah, I think she's just going to a different direction. Because I know she's a writer, so I think she's writing a novel, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I didn't feel bad using another dyer for that stitch pattern, because I think I've done like 7 or 8 patterns using junk yarn. So yeah, I'm so excited about that. I just kind of have this yarn sitting out. As soon as I have my needles free and I don't have any collaborations to work on, then hopefully I can cast that on. Oh, thank you, Sarah. And then I also want to do a shawl version with just the Gem Moon stitch pattern, so without the mosaic. And I thought like a 3-color version could be really cool. So I found these on the round skeins I got when I was in Maine a couple of years ago. And just in love with these colors. Kind of the same like beachy shell vibes. And of course more single ply. This is all single ply, by the way. Except for the yarn by Valkyrie Fibers. This is their matte sock, which is definitely plied. It does not say, but it's definitely a lighter fingering weight. But yes, so this is single ply. I love single ply. This is their Artemis single. And then this is single ply as well. Their plush single. Look at those speckles though. I know. They're so good. Oh. So this color is Tree Line. It's got a little blue, a little green, like a little bit of red right there. Again, more dog hair. And then this is Oxidize. Yeah, it's like that really beautiful kind of turquoise color that copper turns. And then this one is Undertow. Oh, it's so good. So yeah, I picked these out from the Cashmere Goat. Isn't that the cutest name for a yarn shop? In Maine, in Camden. I'm pretty sure it's in Camden, Maine. But my family doesn't live in Maine anymore, so I have no reason to visit Maine anymore, y'all. It's kind of sad. I'm glad they're back in Michigan, but like we went to Maine twice. 2 times? Oh, thank you, Colette. I think you tested that one as well, didn't you? So yeah, two different designs using that stitch pattern. I'll probably also make a hat. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have like 25 hat designs planned using different stitch patterns, including the Gem Moon pattern. So if it hasn't already been made, I need to double check. Somebody hasn't already designed a hat using that pattern. I don't think so, but sometimes I just like to check. Like Happy Knitting Sheep has done so many brioche patterns, as has Katrin Schubert, I think. So I always like to make sure. I'm like, have you made a hat like this? Oh, you did come later. Okay. I couldn't remember if you tested that one. So yeah, there's some yarn I have sitting around. My voice keeps cracking. So yes, any fun, make sure I got everything. If you are enjoying my gaming videos, I did just drop a new episode of my Let's Play Stardew Valley this morning. So that has been really fun. It's just really chill. I don't really even talk very much. It's just me playing the game and talking a little bit and being kind of goofy. I'm doing a couple of challenges. So I'm going to try and finish the community center in the first year. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, then I apologize. But Stardew Valley is it's such a cute game. And anyway, it's really fun. So I put a link in the post if you want to watch that. And I'm going to drop the lookbook video hopefully later today. I'm going to finish editing it. But yeah, any fun plans for the weekend? We're not doing much. We've got, sporting events, and that's about it. Yeah, just doing house stuff and hanging out. Try and get some knitting done, maybe. Yeah, that's about it. And then next week I head up to Kansas City, Missouri for the retreat. And then the rest of February, I'm not doing any teaching gigs, but March is going to be very busy. March, I'm doing something almost every weekend. I think except for maybe one. because I'm going to be doing a virtual class with, if you're familiar with Natalie from Nitty Natty, she has a membership called Love and Stitches. She does a lot of really fun things for her membership, and I'll be teaching a more advanced brioche class for that on March 1st. Oh, that sounds fun. Ooh, hot pot. That sounds delicious. Oh, yes, much cleaning is needed. Yeah, you can always count on needing, for me at least, needing to clean my house if people are coming over. Yeah. Ooh, it's warming up there in Florida, Colette. You're in Florida right now, right? Oh, yeah, you've been in the house. It's been so cold. Yeah, a little bit of cabin fever. I was definitely feeling that. Oh yeah, slash your stash. Woohoo! Oh, you're in the Love and Stitches membership too? Awesome. I think the class is going to be included for the membership. Not that you necessarily need it, Lexi. You are pretty much a brioche master at this point, I think. But that's fun. Yeah, you've been stuck in the house too, Renee. Yay, Sarah! Have fun shopping. Church and lunch. Yay! That's awesome. I can't wait to see your shawl. I've got to go check into that test net. I feel like I keep saying that. Oh, you're in Northern Illinois right now, so even colder. Even colder than what Florida is right now. I saw one of the people who works at Four Pearls posted and was like, Florida, you need to calm down. It is so cold. That's kind of how I feel about South Texas, but I am not complaining because I get to wear all of my hand knits. Every day I'm wearing a hand knit sweater. Like, I don't even care. I'm wearing a hand knit sweater. Even if it's the same one over and over and over. Well, that sounds nice. Well, thanks so much for joining in with the chat with me today, Sarah and Lexi, Charity and Renee and Colette. I think I said everybody. Right, Texas cold is not Illinois cold. Yeah, Texans are like, what is happening? Yeah, you'd rather be in Florida right now. Yeah. It's probably not as cold. I know it's been so cold up in Michigan. Like, my family has just been telling me like what it feels like -15 or something. Yes, hand knit sweaters, hand knit socks. Exactly. I'm not wearing my hand knit socks today, but that's only because I don't have very many. I think I have like 3 pairs of hand knit socks. It's really sad because I don't wear socks very much. I wish now this time of year when it comes, I wish I had more hand knit socks, but I don't actually have the time to make them. Like what I need to do is I need to design more socks and then I would have the time to make them. But the problem is I don't think anybody would buy sock patterns from me because I've never designed socks. Like maybe if I did some brioche slippers because I have a couple of ideas for those. But yeah, I don't know. Yay, happy weekend. You are wearing your hats and socks too, Sarah. Oh my gosh, -30? Oh my God. I mean, that's cold enough to just cancel all the school. I remember, I think it got that cold once when we lived in Michigan and my husband's university shut down. Like they were like, just don't come. That is insanely cold. Oh, yeah, hard pass. Oh, yeah. When your dad was stationed in all the cold places. Yeah. I mean, I definitely grew up with it, but I think I've gotten acclimated to the Texas weather now. So when it gets really cold, I'm like, I'm cold to my bones, I feel like. But yeah. Well, yeah, I hope everybody has a great weekend and a great week and a great rest of January. Thank you all so much for your support and for being here, and for any new patrons who've come in, welcome in. And yeah, I'm just so happy to have y'all, and 2025 is going to be such a fun year. I'm so excited about it. And yes, so I will come back the first weekend of February. So I think that would be February 5th? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th? I have to look at the calendar. And then again, tonight is the craft night. So if you can join us tonight at 7 p.m., I hope to see you there. Yeah, -30 is not fun. I mean, it's just dangerous, really, is what it is. It's just dangerous. Like, you could get, that's like frostbite weather. It's like, no joke. Don't even go outside. Yeah. Yes, everybody stay warm, and I will see you back in 2 weeks from today. So yes, thank you all so much for your support, and have a really great weekend. I love you all so much. Mwah!